Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file. It's electrical plates. And he's having trouble, because of the way he built it, he's having trouble finding the center for like these holes. And if we watch, or if we take the parallel dimension tool and make sure we get on the edge, hold down the control button so it's perpendicular, and have it snap to that quadrant, it's 30.22. If we come up the other way, holding down the control button, it's 29.78. So it's not in the center. It's close. Because there's no, now, so the good thing about the way he did it, if we ungroup this box, he did it with the table tool. Like this line is only going to cut out one time, and there's only one line there. So he's going to save laser time, and he's going to save space and material. The only way I could solve it, if he has 100 of these, there would be another way to do it. But if he only has like these 4, and if he's got 100, I'll maybe make a second video. This thing is almost 100 millimeters, so I'm going to make mine 110. I'm going to grab everything inside the box, and I'm going to nudge it over. I'm going to take away this stuff. He was just showing me that. Then I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And then I'm going to left click, right click. I'm going to move it over. And well, you know what? Matter of fact, no, I have to do it there. Now we should be able to bring an indexing line in and have it snap to the midpoint. He's only off that much, but it's off. So that's the center of the box. So we'll get rid of the old one, and we can get rid of our box. And then probably the best thing to do, you know what? Let's do this. Let's move that over, and let's group this together. Well, that might not work. Let's go ahead and group it together. Hold down the shift, have that selected, and shift that, and then go EC, and that put it in the center. And let's look where we are on the holes. See, it's a little low because we grouped it together. So I'm thinking, let's back up here. And the holes are about the only thing that's probably that important. Group and ungroup them. And let's grab the wordage and group it. Shift select the box and go EC. And then we can shift select this and move it over. And you can just see how far the lines are. I don't know how far, it's not far. It's pretty close. You know what we could do is, let's do this. Let's go ahead and move them over. And let's measure how far these things are off the line. He'll know. And I'm going to go from right there to that right there. So they're 2.27 millimeters. So I would change my nudge factor to 2.27. And I would put my dot right there and then nudge it over. Well, okay, back up here. I made a wrong measurement. I need to measure from the center. Parallel dimension tool. From the center of that circle, start moving and hold down the control button. Okay, we're at 3.84. I think that's an 8 behind there. We could always change the font to, 3.84. So we could let's get rid of that. We could take this and put it right on our line and change our nudge to 3.84 and then move it over. And then that's right in the center. And then just do the same for this one. That indexing line now is your reference and you go right there to the midpoint, move it over. That's exactly in the center. Now, if this box is 60 millimeters tall, okay? If you change your nudge factor to 60 millimeters and get rid of these holes and grab this one, shift select that one, and let's go ahead and group them together, Control G, Control D, and duplicate them, that's going to be in the center of the next page. But our guideline's off because it's still like that. Now, if the wording is close enough, well, matter of fact, now that we know the circles are in the middle, we could take the guideline and have it snap, take the guideline and have it snap to the center of that. And by doing that, if this wordage is well, it's not all together. Okay, just to make it easier, I'm going to shift select all this, Control G to group it, and look where the center is. He had it in the center, but it's only that far off. So I would set my nudge factor on something little like 1 millimeter, click on our X, and move it down to that guideline, and then that should be in the center. Anyway, because doing this every time would cause a problem. And, you could do it with lines in boxes, and once you know that box is 60 millimeters tall, all you have to do is duplicate it down. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.